the 17th of December, that time of the year when we start saying Merry Christmas to you. Here on Lookuptv, we do wish you a Merry Christmas and we hope that you have a wonderful one. Like they say, it is the season for hospitality. So when you celebrate, remember those who do not have so that you can also share with them and spend time with them. My name is Brian Amwai. Welcome to the program tonight. The highlights tonight. Tonight on Lookup Weekend.
Watu wadogo ambao wamejikusanya ati wanaenda kotini, these are brokers.
Nao wenye wanaenda kusema ati haifai, hiyo ni uongo. Hakuna mwenye anasema magari haifai kukua huku.
Matatu owners in Nakuru vow to challenge a Nakuru High Court's decision that ordered them out of the Central Business District.
Siku imeingia, wakaanza kumtafuta, imekuwa saa ya usiku. Hawakumpata, wakakuja kumpata saa imekuwa usiku kabisa. Mahali alikuwa anasimama karibu kwa mahindi na macho yake ilikuwa imetolewa.
Horror as a 3-year-old child is admitted at a Kisii hospital after a unknown man gouged out his eyes and left him for dead. And
ningeomba tu wafuatilie venye watasaidia hao wasichana. Ni vibaya kusikia msichana ameenda akiwa mzima anarudi akiwa kwa jeneza.
The family of a 26-year-old woman who died in Saudi Arabia in August finally receives a body, ending a 4-month-long painful wait. Good evening rather, and remember you can get in touch with us on our socials at Amwai brand on Twitter at Lookuptv. The hashtag to use tonight is Lookup Weekend. Tell us where you are watching us from and also what you think about the stories that we are running today. Our sign language interpreter is Philista Adundo. Now let's start this bulletin from Nakuru. Matatu operators and traders in Nakuru County have vowed to challenge a Nakuru High Court's temporary decision that ordered them out of the Central Business District, saying the move is prejudicial. Now, the operators have insisted that there is no intention by the operators to move out of the CBD termini, adding that those who moved to court have a hidden agenda to frustrate the new administration and its directives.
Just a day after the High Court in Nakuru County ordered matatu operators to move out of the city's Central Business District, led by the County Matatu Association Chairman Samuel Nderitu, the operators have vowed to lodge an application to be enjoined in the matter to ensure they successfully object the petition to its totality.
Sisi ajenda yetu ni moja tu ya kufanya kazi. Kuna watu hawataki mahali kuna utulivu. Watu wanataka kuleta confusion. Watu warudishwe sijui wapelekwe msituni upande gani. Na sisi mahali tuko tumetoshea na hatutaki kusikia mtu hata mmoja akiturudisha mahali tulitoka.
Nderitu has insisted that they were allowed back to the CBD after robust public participation revealing that the operators have been orderly and keen to ensure traffic jams are at manageable levels.
Sisi tuliweza kuhusishwa na mimi ni mmoja wa wale watu waliongea pale Kungste kutoa maoni yake, na mimi nikatoa maoni yangu, na pia kuna watu niliona kotini niliwaona pale pia walipata nafasi ya kutoa maoni yao pale Kungste wakati wa public participation. Kwa hivyo kama kuna mtu anasema hakuitwa, huo ni uongo. Watu walihusishwa, sisi zote tulihusishwa, wafanyi biashara walihusishwa, wenye matatu walihusishwa, na ndio unaona tunaweka nidhamu.
Jane Werimo, a trader, and Francis Ngethe, a matatu operator, weighing in, have said the move by the court to force them out will greatly affect their business.
Furahia sana kwa magari kurudi hapa. Juu kwa saa hii watoto wetu wanashiba, tutapakula sikukuu vizuri, na hata shule ikifunguliwa tutakuwa tumepata school fees. Nao wenye wanaenda kusema ati haifai, hiyo ni uongo. Hakuna mwenye anasema magari haifai kukua huku.
Kulingana na ile kasi imekuwa hapa kutangu wakati magari ilirudi, kasi yetu imekuwa mzuri, watu ya matatu wote wako na discipline na bado kasi inafanyika mzuri. Na watu wote wamefurahi sababu ya Madam Susan Keheka, gavana wetu.
At the same time, Elizabeth Wairimu, a trader at Top Market in Nakuru, has said business has boomed since the governor allowed the matatus back to town.
Kutokea hiyo siku tatu ama hiyo wiki moja zimerudi, tuna tofauti kubwa sana. Sasa tungeomba sisi matatu tolewe town. Tunataka tuendelee na maisha yetu kama kawaida. Na kama watu waine watafanya watu town mzima waone shida, tuko tayari hata sisi ya kuwa challenge.
On his part, John Mwangi, Top Market Trader Chairman, has said business had dwindled after matatus were kicked out of town, saying brokers have moved to court to frustrate Governor Susan Kihika's directive.
Lay down its live. Before ilikuwa nakaa, it's on a Monday but unasema ni on a Sunday. It's on a Tuesday, unadhani ni on a Sunday. Juu hakukuwa na watu town. So hawa watu wadogo ambao wamejikusanya ati wanaenda kotini, these are brokers. Bini hawa watu wachache hawatatugandamizia town, yani hawatatushika at random.
Samedika, Lookuptv.
Now, in a bizarre incident, unknown assailants in Kisii have left a 3-year-old boy irreversibly blind after gouging out his 2 eyes for yet to be established motive. Now, according to the boy's aunt, he was out playing when he was subjected to this cruel act. And as our reporter Henry Tende now files the details of the harrowing ordeal. Now, the police have launched investigations into the matter as the young boy continues to recuperate.
This distasteful scene of this little boy's bandaged eyes tells a very unfortunate ordeal he went through in the hands of unknown people who seem to have no remorse whatsoever. This 3-year-old boy is now totally blind after his 2 eyes were gouged out for yet to be established motive. The incident has left the family devastated with a lot of unanswered questions.
Mtoto alikuwa siku ya Jumanne. Saa ya jioni hivi. Mtoto akapotea, alikuwa anacheza na watoto wengine. Sasa siku imeingia, wakaanza kumtafuta, imekuwa saa ya usiku. Hawakumpata, wakakuja kumpata saa imekuwa usiku kabisa. Mahali alikuwa anasimama karibu kwa mahindi na macho yake ilikuwa imetolewa. Sasa kutoka hapo ndio nikaitwa kutoka nyumbani kwangu nikamleta hapo hospitalini. Hiyo ndio sita tuko nayo. Hatujui vile mtoto alikuwa anapata hiyo matatizo.
While confirming the young boy has suffered irreversible damage to his eyes, Dr. Dan Kiage, an eye specialist at Kisii Eye Hospital, has appealed to well-wishers to come on board and help the young boy cope up with the condition.
The eyes have been completely removed, and so right now is we're just trying to control, make sure there's no infection, and it should be discharged in time. What we are asking the well-wishers is that we really don't know where to discharge this boy to. So if there are any well-wishers to change this boy's circumstances, so it will be good, so that the boy can have a good life in spite of all that has been done to him.
The hospital bill has shot up past 100,000 shillings. The boy's family, which is going through financial difficulties, cannot afford to pay for his continued medication.
Nobody's paying for the bills at the moment. We are doing it pro bono. It's incurred bills of slightly over 100,000 for the surgeries and the ward accommodation and the medication. But so far, nobody has come up to assist with those bills.
This is truly a case of unwarranted animosity directed towards an innocent boy. Henry Tende, Lookuptv.
Now, the Ministry of Cooperatives and Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise is set to improve and expand the milk and coffee farming. Now, in a move that will see milk production increase from 2 million litres to 3 million litres daily. According to CS Simon Chelgoi, this is set to be achieved by reducing the cost of animal feeds. Cecilia Lubanga with the details.
Farmers have attributed the less production of milk to costly animal feeds. According to the CS Cooperatives and Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Simon Chelugui, the national government has put in place measures to ensure cost of animal feeds has been lowered so as to improve milk production by 1 million litres per day.
Sisi tunataka kuweka mbinu ya kupunguza hiyo bei iteremuke chini ya 1,000. na sisi tunataka kuangazia ukulima wa cotton pamba, sababu tunatoa hii chakula ya ng'ombe all the way from Zambia, from Malawi, from Tanzania, and even from Uganda. We now need to look at other sources.
Speaking on the coffee sector, Chelugui hinted that the laws guarding coffee production will be reviewed through a bill that will be introduced to the parliament.
We have begun an engagement with National Assembly, and I believe we will be able to restore back the ownership of KPCU to its original owners. My ministry appreciates the role played by the cooperatives in the dairy sector. 80% of the milk processed in Kenya is by smallholder farmers cooperatives. And despite the contribution of the dairy cooperatives to the economy of Kenya, the sector faces a myriad of challenges that include high cost of feeds.
In addition, the CS said that a larger percentage of the Hustler Fund allocated next year will be allocated to farmers through a farmers' milk circle. The plan by the national government is expected to come in handy for farmers in Gishunguri. Cecilia Lubanga, Lookuptv.
Now, the body of a woman killed in Saudi Arabia was received by her relatives after 4 months of waiting. Now, the body of Miriam Jerry, who died at the age of 26, landed at the Jomo Kenyatta airport on Saturday morning and was transported to Nakuru City for burial. Miriam is reported to have died under unclear circumstances as the family cries for justice and asking the government to protect Kenyans who are looking for employment in the Gulf. The family of Miriam Jerry, a 26-year-old woman who died in Saudi Arabia in August, today received the body of their kin, ending their 4-month-long painful wait.
Imekuwa stress kwa sababu najua saa macho mingi ni wewe mimi niangalia. Kila mtu anauliza ripoti imefika wapi. Wao ukipiga kwa simu, saa zingine hazichukuliwi. So kuna pressure za watu na pia una ile amani kwa sababu hujamuona ndio ameletwa na ameaga dunia uridhike. Ndio at least tuweze kumfungua. Yeah. Sasa at least mwili imekuja, tutaweza kujipanga, tujue mazishi ni lini na mipango iweze kuendelea vizuri na tuweze kumpumzisha, tumpe heshima yake ya mwisho, sababu kuna watoto wake na hata watoto wakotaka kujua mama yao walipeleka upande gani. Yeah.
Dada yangu alikuwa mtu wa furaha na alipenda mzaa sana. Yeah, so kwetu alikuwa mtu mzuri sana. Tumepoteza mtu wa muhimu sana na mama ya watoto watatu. So kwetu ni pigo kubwa. Yeah.
Miriam's body landed at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport at 6:30 a.m. where the family received the remains and later transported them to the Umash Funeral Home in Nakuru ahead of the burial slated for Monday next week.
Okay, tumesumbuka sana, tumezunguka maofisi hadi tukafika mahali saa tukakaa kama lose hope. Ndio finally saa tu siku ya leo juzi tukapigiwa simu tukaambiwa twende tuchukue mwili huko JKI. That's why tumeendea leo na tumefurahi sana. Na ningependa kushukuru wale ambao wamehusika katika kuwezesha hiyo mwili kufika huko Kenya.
Hata inaweza kusaidia wenye wanaenda kwa sababu sio wote wanaenda kwa sababu ya kuna wenye wanaenda kwa sababu ya shida. Ameenda kutafuta ndio apate pesa aweze kulisha familia yake na watoto wake waishi maisha mazuri. Na ni kazi maybe Kenya hakuna kazi yetu tutasema watoto ndio tuweze tosha wote, but kazi maybe size hata kazi size Kenya sio mingi sana. Watu wengi waweze tosha mara moja. So ingeweza kuweka mikakati iweze kusaidia watu wenye wanaenda kazi huko wakuwe na at least wakuwa wanaangaliwa na wakuwe at least hata pia wanaheshimiwa na kazi yao wanafanya huko. Yeah.
Ningeomba tu wafuatilie venye watasaidia hao wasichana. Ni vibaya kusikia msichana ameenda akiwa mzima anarudi akiwa kwa jeneza. Hii ni ushugu mingi sana.
Miriam left the country in August 2021 for Saudi Arabia, where she was employed as a domestic worker. Away from that, President William Ruto on Friday visited the New York Stock Exchange headquarters in America. Now, while on a business endeavor where he met key leaders at the world's busiest stock trading center, the head of state was accorded the respect of closing the trading business for Friday. In his speech after the colorful event, President Ruto said Kenya will strengthen bilateral ties with the U.S. in efforts to boost trade between Kenya, the
Since we have a moment, would you like to see how one of the shares trade? The stocks trade? I mean, perfect. Dow Chemical Demand still is 49.85. On the day, that's up about 0.5%. So if we could ask you to do the honors, Mr. President, this is a tradition we have here, where the official signs the list. So this goes back right now.
Right, still in the United States, President William Ruto met the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Now, the head of state and his counterpart held talks that centered majorly on alleviating effects of climate change, as well as how to boost food production to enhance food security. The two leaders also discussed diplomatic relations between Kenya and other UN member states.
This way. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please, if you don't... Welcome.
Now, we are due for a fast break here on the program. Don't go too far. We'll be back in a few with more. We have a story on Bonaman and also Matters Sports.
Hesabu yangu nikapata nimekata gharama yangu na 50%. 50. Si hiyo ni Mungu. Asante Makiga.
Katika chama wetu ya wamama, sisi nilinunua masini
ya Makiga.
Yawa. Si ndio hii matokeo? Ni maringa.
Siri ya ujenzi, siri ni Makiga.
Vera Beauty and Fashion College is focused on being the leading technical and vocational training institute in the region. Our team possesses in-depth knowledge and extensive experience in the industry, offering thorough training in cosmetology, hairdressing, interior design, creative arts, training of trainers, nail technology, and fashion design. With branches in Nairobi, Thika, Meru, Eldoret, and now in Mombasa, our courses ensure that learners are completely equipped with knowledge, competency, and employability skills. Enroll today to be a part of a center of excellence.
A very small percentage of people can protect what the future holds. Mahiga Homes has a track record that speaks for itself. With 5.95 million, you can get a 3-bedroom flat roof bungalow at Golden Park, Juja. We've handed over 9 estates and the 10th handover is coming soon. Your dream home is just a step away.
Hapa kazi tu inaendelea kuwasaka na kuwatambua wale ambao wanafanya kazi extraordinary na zile kazi za kujituma.
Biashara yote unaambiangwa, as long as you have a plan, you can do it. Our service is about to pressure the customer.
Mpenzi mtazamaji, hii ni hapa kazi tu.
right, we are back here on the program. Like we are saying here, it is that season where we wish you a Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas messages continue to stream in here on Lookuptv from us to you, our view. Now moving on, Mahiga Homes on Saturday celebrated achieving 10 projects in a period of 5 years. Now in an event in Joska at the Rock Villa Annex, the company is proud to provide affordable housing to Kenyans. Take a look at what transpired today.
Greatest prayer to our customers is to continue working with us. Yeah, my name is Patrick Mushoki, co-director Mahiga Homes. Today is a very special day for us because a journey that started a while back for this estate of Rock Villa Annex have come to fruition, and we have handed this estate to our customers who have walked that journey with us. We normally do 3-bedroom bungalows, own compound, sitting on 50 by 100 plots. And we have done this project in various counties, including Kiambu, Kajiado, Machakos, and Nairobi County. From here, we are headed to Kitengela, that is in Kajiado County, for a handover for Osoi 2, followed by Riverfront and others in that order. Thank you very much for watching us. Keep being with us to get more investments and home ownership tips with us. Thank you very much.
What is so special about this program?
This place is special because it houses 12 customers, and it's a gated estate. And you'll be surprised if I tell you the prices that we sold this estate vis-a-vis what the owners are selling for these estates.
First of all, thank you very much for the opportunity. It's a long journey, I think, 2019, and one of the things that attracted me was the prices. I think by that time the prices were really affordable for us, and we thought we could give it a trial. Yeah, at the time, and also the strategic locations of some of the plots that we came across. Yeah, so that's what attracted us to give this a try.
I think owning a home is freedom. You come to a place of your choice, because Mahiga had a variety of choices, and this was a choice that we made to come here, somewhere away from town center where there's fresh air, and we are grateful that they have managed to deliver, and today it is a dream come true for
Right, that is Mahiga Homes, people celebrating owning homes now. Okay, away from that, this week on the political arena, the Constitution Amendment proposal by President William Ruto continued to spark sharp criticism, with the Azimio One Kenya politicians accusing Ruto of disobeying the court verdict on the BBI bill. Now, Ruto wrote to the two speakers of the National Assembly seeking constitution amendment to create an official office of the leader of the opposition, a move that Raila Odinga stood firmly to oppose.
It is about 9 months after the popular constitution amendment through the Building Bridges Initiative BBI was quashed by the Supreme Court over the non-compliance with the constitution. Kenyans are once again set to experience possible constitution moment. As the members of the parliament and senators will be embarking on their duties after recess in January next year, they will be tasked with the responsibility of considering the 4 recommendations by President William Ruto, among them the creation of an official office of the leader of opposition. It is a proposal that has attracted a sharp criticism from the opposition, with the Azimio leader Raila Odinga accusing the president of disrespecting the court verdict on the BBI.
Wananchi kwanza. Wananchi wakikubali, sisi tutakuwa na mjadala, tutaongea pamoja kama Wakenya, alafu bunge itapitisha. Lakini hii mambo ya kwenda bunge moja kwa moja ndiyo imeleta matatizo mingi sana katika Kenya hii.
While opposing Ruto's proposals, Odinga stated that any constitution amendment bill should go through a referendum and not a parliamentary way. The move has also received criticism from the Law Society of Kenya (LSK), asking the parliament to drop the proposals.
The amendments are being initiated by the president contrary to the decision in the BBI case, and so therefore they should not see the light of day in parliament, as there being a very clear precedent that has been set by the courts that those proposed amendments should not be entertained by parliament.
According to William Ruto, the move is aiming at giving the opposition the ability to keep the government in check.
I have understood, and I'm sure it is your understanding, that the position you are seeking parliament support for is not a position for an individual. It is not a sweet deal for anybody. It is a position that will strengthen, deepen our democracy, and create greater accountability in government.
According to political analyst Aman Manyora, the office of the opposition will be of great help to the opposition.
So an opposition can be effective if it is well funded, so that it has clear structures, a functional secretariat, well-funded secretariat, with the capacity to do research. To take on government, you must have sufficient information.
As this takes shape, the Azimio coalition is faced with another quagmire over its future, with the Jubilee Party planning to leave the once vibrant coalition that failed to clinch the presidency, with the Jubilee set to form a post-election agreement with Kenya Kwanza administration. According to the party's election director Kanini Kega, whereas 2027 election is far, alignment and new engagement are in order to navigate the 5 years period.
We intend to be in government in 2027, and formations change. You know, the formations that were there in 2017 are not the formations that were in 2022. I want to assure you the same formation that we had in 2022 are not the same formation that you have in 2027.
This happens as the Jubilee Party leader Uhuru Kenyatta is expected to resign as the Azimio chairman. Shadrack Kareria, Lookuptv.
Now, matters sports tonight. Ulindi Stars have recorded another barren draw against Sofapaka at Ulindi Sports Complex. Now, Sofapaka scored the first goal in the first 45 minutes before the first half, with Kasirie Davis scoring a penalty. Now, Bernard Mwalala's boys, Ulindi Stars, scored in the second half of the game, with Bikokwa Mark scoring. Now, in other matches which took place, Bidco United lost 2-1 to KCB. The Bankers had lost 2-1 to Nzoia Sugar last weekend at Moi International Sports Center, Kasarani, but put an impressive performance to win the match. Tomorrow, Kakamega Homeboys will be taking on Gor Mahia.
Mrefu kama twiga kwenda kule na goal! Goal! Msikilizaji, Kasinye anashika kama Ronaldo, anasherekea kama Ronaldo. Namna gani? Ronaldo anakumbukwa kweli. Cristiano Ronaldo anakumbukwa. Kasinye akipiga bao la kwanza dakika ya kwanza kupitia mkwaju wa penalti. Baada ya msimu na vile vile Ulinzi Stars itakuwa ni mechi ya goal! Goal! Namna gani? Namna gani? Anafunga ni jezi nambari. Amefunga jezi nambari 33 ni Andonyi Boniface.
Now, we've come to the end of our bulletin tonight. I want to thank you so much for your time and being part of the program here on Lookuptv. The show is Look Up Weekend. And as we continue to say here, Merry, Merry Christmas. I would have sung you a Christmas carol, but I love you too much to cause you psychological harm because I do appreciate that I'm not a good singer. Let's do this again next time. Our sign language interpreter has been Philista Adundo. On behalf of everyone that has made it a success, do have yourselves a lovely night.